Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor. I am out here at Oceano Dunes State Vehicle Recreation Area, right on the water just south of Pismo Beach, Pacific Ocean, and dune riding here with the 2025 Polaris RZR Pro XP. Now, those of you who are not in the know of RZRs, you're going to see this and go, man, that's really cool, but that's a lot of money. Why are you paying that much for a toy? And those of you who are in the know are going to go, why are you out on the dunes with the Pro XP model? This is the trail model. It's narrower than the S and the R, the Pro S and Pro R. Those are more oriented toward dune running like this, would have more friendly tires probably. But this is kind of to show you that even with the narrower trail model, you can still go out and have a really, really fun time here on the dunes. You just got to be a little bit more careful maybe with your procedures and your maneuvers, but these tires are still fully capable from the factory, and with 181 horsepower on tap to all wheels, this thing has been not only motivating me, but also 3 of my buddies with ease. And the real star of the show are these Fox live valve shocks right here. I mean, look at the size of these things. Just absolutely massive, tons of travel, and with Polaris's Dynamics active suspension algorithms, they adjust both the... Actually, I'm not sure if this one can do both compression and rebound dampening separately. That might be the more advanced dynamics package that you get on the Pro S and Pro R. But I do know that they are pretty advanced shocks and they have Polaris's own tuning algorithm. So, what we're doing this weekend is doing a mixture of riding and camping and hanging out. You can see how many people are here on a Sunday morning here at Oceano Dunes. Hundreds and hundreds, thousands of people really, all out on four-wheelers and trucks and side-by-sides and dirt bikes, two-wheel drive, a lot of them. So we're going to head back. We're going to kind of take it easy through the dunes, back to the truck. We've got the Ram Power Wagon back there with all of our gear, and we're going to pick up the boys and go do some more riding. Like I said, 181 horsepower from this turbocharged 1000cc twin-cylinder motor, and we've got some good technology in here as well. We've got a Rockford Fosgate, pretty darn bumping stereo system. I think for 2025 we get a larger subwoofer or something like that. So we had some AC/DC cranking from the Bluetooth while we were riding yesterday, getting acclimated with the dunes. You can see we've got our GPS. We also get a ton of great information here in the center, including rear backup camera. You don't see that very often. And we've got all information on our trip and our engine and suspension, everything like that. Phone information, Bluetooth. Like I said, the right here we can go to dynamics and see what our shocks are doing. This is kind of cool. You can see, maybe not if I move it around, but if you change the suspension modes right here, it shows you how much dampening is already kind of preloaded into the shocks. And I think as we get going, yeah, you can see they're changing right now because the dynamic suspension algorithm is taking into account, okay, is he accelerating, decelerating, is he going uphill, downhill? It's factoring in all of those elements to try to keep your ride as smooth and quick as possible. So when I had all the guys in here, we were running on a firm, but I've been running sport here for myself, and it seems to be just the ticket for running a mixture of hard, but also you got to be really careful out here in the dunes. Not only are there a bunch of people running around, but the conditions are regularly changing, and you never know when you're kind of going to come over a hill and it's going to be a 30-foot drop. The best thing you can do is kind of get behind some people who do know what they're doing and follow them. We're just sort of scouting out. The throttle response is really impressive. I've ridden the Pro R before with the bigger, more powerful motor that's naturally aspirated. I was a little bit worried that this one being turbo was going to be maybe a little bit of lag in there, but I don't notice it. You can punch it and get going as much as you need. You can see how cool of an atmosphere it is out here. Just a fun mixture of families and hooligans, people hanging out. Dax and Anish might be doing some surfing right now, those waves. It's thinning out a little bit, but Saturday night it was thick as thieves through here. I mean, it's tough to find a spot that we were happy with, but we did. We settled in. We had a good time. There's the Power Wagon there. New Ram 2025 Power Wagon. lifted up a few inches. It's kind of the perfect truck for this situation because we were able to pile 4 guys and all of their gear into that and pull the side-by-side with ease. Got the 6.4 Hemi. Comfortable, capable, may or may not have buried it up to the drive shaft a time or two in the sand. We won't talk about that. So let's scoop the boys, maybe put some clothes on them, and head out for a ride. All right, here we are. We got the boys. Everybody's suited up, helmeted. Let's go out for a little ride, explore Oceano Dunes. Now, I will say, we've gone through more fuel than I expected so far today. We really haven't done that much running around. We're already down to, I think 2 bars out of 6. So we're going to keep an eye on that. Let's see what we can do. Now, with 4 grown adults in the seats, I'm going to go from sport mode up here to firm. Firm's the most aggressive suspension setting. You can see we get a base stamping of 6. And Dax thought that this would be a good idea somehow, but it isn't, so that's going over there. Everybody belted in. We got these nice harnesses. Let's go ride. Side-by-sides have been on the market now for a while, and obviously suspension and engine technology has come a long way. But along with that, the interior creature comforts have also come a long way. So I've got tilt and telescope big time, steering wheel right here and get it right fitted to where I want, obviously adjusting seat. And we've got the Bluetooth, like I was saying earlier. Once we get off cam, we don't have to worry about monetization and copyright. We'll get some music playing. We've got even fresh air inlets on this model. I think that's new for 2025. So if it's running and it's warm, not like it is today where it's only 63 degrees outside. Oh, look, we got a little fuel percentage too. We're at 36% fuel. That's nice to have. If it were toasty, then we'd be able to kind of have that fresh air coming in on us, keeping us cool. So you definitely feel the bumps a little bit more here in firm mode, but what you want is kind of that suspension ready to go with the extra weight. Max payload about 900 pounds for this model, so we're a few hundred pounds below that. It's not like we have any gear going, but it's nice to have that suspension sort of firmed up for when we hit any surprise whoops. And as we get a little further away from people and we get toward more familiar terrain, we'll turn it up a little bit. We all got flags out here, so I was able to kind of see that 4-wheeler coming as I was coming across the hill and sort of slowed it down a little bit in anticipation of him. And then, of course, we bring up our map. And that can help us get to where we want to go. Cool view there, yeah. A little bit of sunshine trying to poke its way out. Now again, we're running the XP model, so it's a little bit narrower than one of the S's or R's, so I'm gonna be a little bit more careful coming around some of these corners. But still, plenty confident, plenty powerful, plenty capable. Just gotta be a little bit more careful. The capability of these machines is just incredible. And it's sort of both a blessing and a curse, because on one hand, it's awesome to be able to do so many cool things, but on the other hand, if you're somebody who kind of likes pushing the limits, then you need to go so much harder to find the limits. So there are trucks and Jeeps out here, or two-wheel drive four-wheelers, who are constantly having to back down hills, and then you find yourself on this and you're like, oh, no problem. 181 horsepower, making quick work, even with 4 dudes in the rig. And again, just eating up these bumps. Beautiful. And again, with the Fox Live valves, Polaris Dynamics, it's constantly taking into account, okay, now we've got more weight in here. How do I need to adjust the damping so that we can hit these big whoops here and everything is well soaked? One of the best things you can do if you're at some sort of dunes or off-road park that you're not super familiar with is hook up with someone who does seem familiar and follow them. They usually know where they're going, have some decent lines, but worst case, you can at least see their flag and kind of follow. Yep. Kind of follow and then see if they have any big drop-offs or anything. Use them as a spotter. 53 miles per hour, not bad. Hold on. That's a spot I had been looking for. Cool stuff. We're gonna explore around a little bit more, see if we find anything cool, and enjoy the rest of our day here on the RZR. After a very busy but successful trip up to Oceano Dunes and back, I gotta say, this is a great all-package sort of side-by-side. Now, the thing is with the narrower model, the XP, yes, it's not going to be quite as stable at high speeds doing dune sort of running, but the thing is you still can do that dune running and then also take it out on narrower trails. If you get yourself a Pro S or Pro R model, yes, it's going to be more stable for the dunes, but then if you do want to take it on narrower trails, you're going to have a much higher chance of either not fitting through trails or making it be really tight, possibly having a catastrophic sort of situation where you clip a tree trying to go fast through the trails. This one is still stable enough to go out and have fun. It's powerful enough. It's the same motor that the Pro S model has, but yet with that narrower wheelbase, you get to do more of it throughout all of your riding. As I said, for 2025, Polaris has made this a better vehicle to be inside of. That is the big shtick. We've already got the great suspension and great motors, so they added interior refinements. These seats were comfortable all day of riding. They're well designed, they hug you nicely, but are still comfortable. We've got that big infotainment display here in the center. We've got the gauges in front of us, easy to read and easy to see information. We've got places to put things. And we were jamming out to this Stage 4 audio system here. I'll drop a little footage. I can't show you exactly the music we were listening to in this video, but I'll put a link below so that I don't get copyrighted for this video, and I'll kind of show you what it was like jamming out while we were riding. Also, with this new colorway on the Ultimate model, this thing looks the part and gets attention. Check out what happened when we were just riding through the desert on our own and some ladies on rented four-wheelers saw us coming up. I mean, we can switch. I mean, yes, you want to go for a quick ride?
Yeah, can we?
Sure, you guys.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna look up. Can we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, let's pull over to the side right there.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Hey, I'm Charlie.
Nice to meet you. I'm Jay.
Alright, I have to close the door. You guys have fun?
Oh my God!
All right. We'll be back in a few.
Do it. No, please stop.
Everybody's good?
Oh my god.
How was
thank
that?
you so much. That was
thank you so much.
That was so much fun.
You're like a professional.
For real.
Genuine, candid interaction. They wanted a ride and they thought we looked trustworthy in our new RZR. So I took them out for a ride and we had a blast. So if you want yourself a do-it-all sort of 4-seater side-by-side, it's hard to go wrong with the RZR Pro XP Ultimate. It's going to have all the goodies, but if you're looking to save a little money, they've got more affordable options that still have the same capability, just with a little less creature comforts. And as you can see here, even though we had the Ram Power Wagon for our trip, now I've got it hitched up to the Frontier Pro 4X. You can still pull it fine with a mid-sized truck, because all in, this is about 4,500 pounds as you're seeing it. So thank you all so much for watching. If you do want to see more just strict riding coverage, check the link below for our winding road, no talking POV test ride. Thank you to Polaris for letting us have some fun with their machine out at the dunes. And we will see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, ride on.